on to the next one, Will?
Yes.
All right. This is actually going to be a callback to something that you were talking about
Oh, yeah.
just a minute ago. But everybody, you got to get some trousers. And what I mean by this is mostly that you need pants that are one, not denim, and two, not athleisure.
Okay.
So that and athleisure, that's your joggers and your sweats and that type of thing. I just did a screen grab here. If you're watching on YouTube, because this is just what popped up when I googled for women trousers. And this is from Google, so all of these are paid for in some way, shape, or form. But I thought it was a nice little snapshot of the women's look that I'm talking about, which is a kind of high waisted but voluminous tailored pant. It just so happens that every item that was pulled up in the search results here was like a kind of a color of khaki tan, and then just a really nice array of brands that I certainly follow along with, and that I think are really like approachable for women, and still at kind of different price points. We've got J. Crew and Everlane pictured on the kind of on the most approachable end, and then two of my favorite contemporary brands for women, Reformation and Cezanne, and all four offering from $89.50 to $195. So we're not totally breaking the bank for these, but like getting out of the denim comfort zone, I think is going to be huge this fall. I've done a lot of talk about like elastic waists for shorts on guys, and now we're finally seeing that kind of come to fruition in all sorts of pant silhouettes as well. Let me take you to a men's brand that I really liked. It's John Elliott. So we will be on the more expensive side of pants for guys here, but why I wanted to pull them up is because they've basically got an option in every type of silhouette that I'm thinking about right now. So we've got like our double pleat, very loose, kind of like a dressy trouser here.
Are we liking pleats?
We are liking pleats.
I've always been a fan of pleats, but I just haven't. A lot of pleated pants are on the much higher end of the pricing spectrum.
Yep.
I assume just because of the construction.
And
low, like, I mean, cheap companies don't make pleated pants.
Yeah. And it's also like, because it's been something that is being pushed forward, on the trendier side, like it just takes time for that type of stuff to make its way down to, the least expensive brands.
Yeah.
And then
like Noah, I tried on some Noah pleated pants.
Noah's been doing it for several seasons.
This was before COVID, because I was in the store in New York and I haven't been back since. And I tried them on, not knowing what the price was. And I absolutely fell in love with them. I was like, these are the most comfortable pants I've put on in years. These fit perfectly. I love them. And they released a very, very similar pair on their site for fall this year that I will not be getting. But if anyone's out there looking to spend on some real nice trousers, I will not steer you away from the Noah ones, even though I can't vouch for them totally.
I think what pleats also do, kind of in this new era of more relaxed pants, is they give you all that comfort up top while still allowing for like a slightly slimmer, more tapered pant leg. So another great option here is like this more technical trouser, which does have a half elasticized waistband, but is a little bit more cropped and in some type of synthetic blended fabric. I can't remember what the exact composition is, but something that is a little bit more durable and resistant to a variety of elements. And then here's that easy trouser that I talked about. Full elasticized waistband on this. You can really dress this up or dress it down with hoodies and a t-shirt. Point being, you got to find space in your wardrobe for something that's not jeans. And I'm talking to myself there as well, because like, for my Colorado trip, like only pants that I had that weren't part of my suit, jeans.
See,
and I kind of felt like a schlub.
I'm just now getting into the jean game, and I'm having to get out.
Well, so you stayed out of the denim game for long enough that now it's just back on into your favor.
Well, I did just put a link in here for you, Barrett. I have a friend who works for AYR, and she let me know that they are going to be launching some men's stuff soon. And she said, please hit me up. I will send you some stuff. And so I finally decided that instead of trying to get some type of jeans or something. In the past, I've been just buying jeans from place or like, I mean, if I get a discount through a sponsor or something like that, I've been going full jeans just because I'm like, well, I don't know what works on me. So I'm
Sure.
just going to get some of those. But I was like, you know what? I'm getting a free pair of nice pants. I'm going to go with a pair of like just straight up trousers. And I got the Pal from AYR. These aren't released yet, so I don't actually
So
know anything about them.
is AYR, wasn't this the sister brand to Bonobos?
I have no clue. Sally has bought a couple matching sets from AYR that are kind
Okay.
of like beachy and vacationy and stuff like that. And I to be honest, Bear, I'm not really sure. It was a company that I'd heard of a lot, and it wasn't something I ever thought of. And my friend reached out to me and said she recently started working for them. And when I went on their site and saw that they had men's, I kind of fell in love with a couple pieces that they had on here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, are you receiving these before your said trip?
Hell, if I am, they will be, and if I do get them before the trip and they fit me well,
Hmm.
they will be making the trip with me
Yeah.
as I will feel confident in them.
Yeah.
Um,
This is a great example of of exactly what I'm talking about.
they have a ton of different ones on here. I will say it is a little pricier, and so like I did have the luxury of getting them for free. But it is a much more kind of like wider leg. It's got those kind of creases down the center.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm interested to see what this dive in looks like.
Yeah. That's the AYR, the PAL, and yeah, it looks like a mid-September release on these. So,
I will
uh,
keep everyone updated on how they go.
yeah, definitely, please do. But that's kind of, and look, denim never dies. That,
No.
that's a great name for a podcast. Uh, but
That's an
and
offshoot. That's
and
that's Denim Never Dies by Retail
by
Therapy by
retail.
Sunday Scaries. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I'm certainly not like rushing to sell denim. Like that's still probably what I will wear the most often this fall. But I am looking forward to like working trousers, whether they be paired very casually or like you were suggesting, kind of like with some type of tailoring or suit separate or sport coat. And then for women as well, I just think I'm just seeing trousers everywhere. The high waist is still really popular. And then just the volume, like if you want to take it all the way to the top, let's just think about like Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen's The Row
Mhm.
or Phoebe Philo's Celine. Like those are just hit so hard still. They still matter. They still
How do the
infiltrate
Olsen twins get away with this?
infiltrate the whole the whole fashion zeitgeist, and those are kind of two like just like those are the zeniths of trousers when I think about this type of stuff,
How's Michelle Tanner getting away with charging this much on the row?
because they do it really well.
They do, but I feel like I've been numbed to like high end prices, but it's
Mhm.
just based on like my old job and like just kind of following brands that I like and things like that. And will still go to the row and be like, man, that is expensive. Like that is crazy.
So I think that,
I love it all though.
yeah, like
That's the issue.
what they did is they basically like took it upon themselves to perfect what I would call like voluminous minimalism.
Hmm.
And they, because they are who they are and because their brand has been successful, they no longer like, they just don't have to worry about anything like how many units they make or how much something costs. It just costs what it costs because anybody buying their stuff doesn't have to think about that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I love the way it all looks. I was just recently having this conversation about, what if I just got rid of everything I own clothing wise and I just dedicated myself to just buying like one thing from the row every
And you just
season?
wore it every day.
Yeah, and that was just like, the truth is, if you did that, you would, even the highest end garment like that, if you wore it too much, you would burn through it, and it wouldn't hold up for
So
season after season after
if
season.
I bought these comparable wool and mohair trousers over here for $990, you're
Mhm.
telling me that I would eventually wear them out?
If you wore them every single day, yeah, you might.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, they're probably pretty durable. And what I have heard, just to wrap it up on the row, is that like you really like, once you feel it, it's like you get it. Like everything is just,
That's the scary part about like high end brands.
yeah.
Once you know, it's like, oh, I can't forget how good this felt the first time. Like the first time I ever felt a like elder statesman sweater,
Yeah.
it changed the way that I looked at cashmere forever because it was like, oh, like I've been feeling like the J. Crew cotton cashmere my entire life. Like people are actually wearing this stuff like out. Like people are letting like rain get on these cashmere sweater. Like what's going on?
Yeah.